Take a moment. Sometimes the things we hear in the stories that we read can sound unbelievable. For example, you may hear that the president is a robot, or that the moon is made of chocolate, or that your father caught an 8-pound bass at the lake last summer. We all know that these are not the truth, but stories someone made up to make an otherwise boring story sound more exciting. Well, the story you're about to hear and see does not need robot presidents, chocolate moons, or 8-pound fish. The story you're about to hear is unbelievable on its own. There once was a scientist, probably the world's smartest. He was always able to create things that others couldn't even imagine. One day, he dropped one of his test mice on the floor, shattering him to pieces. He felt very bad about the mistake he made. He felt worse and worse. Nothing seemed to make the pain of losing his favorite test mouse disappear. As time went by, he found his mind continually drawn back to his mouse. Until one day, during his morning devotional, he came across a verse in 1 Timothy that said something about a seared conscience, and it hit him. It was his conscience that was making him feel bad. So by his logic, no conscience, no guilt. He would never feel bad again. He could bring the world eternal happiness. They would never feel loss or pain. But how could he make them understand? How could he make them see? Then it hit him. Seared conscience, heat, hot, fire. But surely you couldn't just burn them and that would be the end of it. No, you had to get them from the inside. Heat, hot, fire, fireball's the candy. Children love candy. Hot, sour, they don't care. Just as long as it's candy. He would make a candy fireball so hot, it would sear the conscience of everyone who ate it. Brilliant! He went to work right away. Ahem. I said he went to work right away. He worked night and day and night, until he finally had enough ready for a test. He called everyone he knew and took out ads in the paper inviting everyone to the grand unveiling of his newest invention. Finally, the big day came. No, not that big day. Everyone arrived, and the conscience-searing fireballs were passed out. The test subjects began to put the fireballs in their mouths. At first, nothing happened. But then, all at once, everyone jumped into action. Some people started fighting. Others started stealing. Some started to lie for completely silly reasons. The whole place was thrown headfirst into anarchy. Oh no, thought the scientist. I didn't expect this at all. Everyone's not happy and content. They're miserable and fighting. It was at this moment that the scientist realized, since he had a conscience, it must be there for a reason. It all made sense now. His conscience was there to make him realize what not to do. Water. Yes, water. Aha! So you see, in the end, you don't really need any robots, moons, or fish. You just need a good conscience.